Before we get into this video, 68% of you that watch these videos are not subscribed. Get your life together. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, leave a like on this video. Subscribe, turn on notifications, leave a like. So there are 5 teams showing interest in relief pitcher Alex Colome, who was on the Chicago White Sox in 2020 in the free agent market. So obviously the free agent market has been quite slow this offseason so far, and maybe Alex Colome is the first player to sign a kind of big name because he's a top 50 free agent. I think that's not arguably, that's definitely true. So there are 5 teams showing interest in the relief pitcher, and I'm going to give my thoughts and opinions on which one is his best fit. And yeah, that's what we're going to do in today's video. Leave a like, subscribe, turn on notifications. Let's go ahead and get into this video. So the 5 teams are the Red Sox, Astros, White Sox, Nationals, and Twins are all the teams. So the first team we're going to talk about is the Minnesota Twins. Now, the Twins in 2020 were a pretty good team, even though they did get bounced out in the first round of the playoffs. They obviously have Taylor Rogers in their bullpen. They just signed Hansel Robles a couple days ago. And, yeah, this team is not too good in their bullpen. They have a lot of problems in their bullpen. Taylor Rogers is just not doing it as their closer, and he's not getting it very far in the playoffs either. So I think Alex Colome would be a great fit as a closer or an 8th inning guy on this team. I think he would fit perfect on this team. And it says recently inquired about Alex Colome. But I think this would be a really, really good fit for Alex Colome, considering their bullpen was so bad. I just feel like it's so bad. Obviously, it didn't hold them back from getting to the playoffs, but it's still not as good, and I think Alex Colome would be a great move for this Twins team. Now, their starting pitching does probably need some help too, if we're being honest. They've got Jose Barrios, obviously, Kenta Maeda, who was one of the best pitchers in 2020, Michael Pineda, and Randy Domnak. Those 3, Barrios, Maeda, and Domnak, are probably there to stay, but the Michael Pineda, they still need some back-end pitchers, if not a number 2, number 3 type pitcher. So that's one thing they need to do. And I think Alex Colome is going to come at not too high of a cost for these teams. I think he might come at a 3-year, $40 million type of deal. I think that might do it for around $13 million a year is what that would set up to be, which is completely okay. For Alex Coleme's services, I would do that if I'm a team that needs bullpen help. And all these 5 teams definitely need some bullpen help. Now, is this the move that's going to make the Twins a lot better? Not necessarily. They're still going to have to get some more starting pitching and get a catcher that's actually worth a crap, because Mitch Garver was good in 2019, but he was not good in 2020 at all. So, yeah, the Twins would be a great fit for Alex Colome, but I think there could be better fits just because he might be put into that 8th inning role in Minnesota, and if so, I don't think he really is going to want to sign there. I think he's going to want to sign with a team that he can be that closer for that team. So, next team is the Washington Nationals, which makes a ton of sense. We know the Nationals, even when they won the 2019 World Series, had trouble with their relief pitching, and that was really their main problem. We know about how good their starting pitching is with Steven Strasburg, Patrick Corbin, and Max Scherzer. We all know about how good their starting pitching is. Daniel Hudson, Will Harris are good bullpen arms out of the bullpen. It's just they're not getting it done. And Alex Colome would be a very good fit for this team. I think Will Harris, Alex Colome, and Daniel Hudson in that bullpen would be a very, very good bullpen for a 7th, 8th, and 9th inning, which you figure Strasburg, Scherzer, and Corbin could all get you 6 innings on any given night. This team still could use a catcher. They obviously got Josh Bell in the trade with the Pirates. And maybe they do trade for a 3rd baseman. But this team is looking pretty good if they do bring in Alex Colome. And I think Alex Colome would be a very, very good move for this team. 3 years, $40 million. That is a very, very good move for only 3 years, $40 million. If that was the potential contract, I think that's a done deal if I am the Nationals, because we need relief pitching, and that's one. Because I don't think you're getting Liam Hendricks in the free agent market. I don't think Liam Hendricks is going to Washington, even though it would make them a really scary team. But this Alex Colome move is the move that they may have to make to keep up with the Braves moves, getting Charlie Morton and Drew Smyly, and maybe even re-signing Marcell Ozuna. And The Marlins are making moves. They signed Sandy Leon, traded for Adam Simber, and other moves. And the Phillies, obviously, they've kind of been just doing nothing this offseason, except they did trade for Jose Alvarado. The Mets obviously have signed James McCann and look to maybe be the favorites to sign George Springer. So, yeah, I mean, the Nationals would definitely need to make a move like this to keep up in the National League East because it is a very, very tough division. Now let's talk about the Boston Red Sox, which the Red Sox, this is pretty obvious. They should be in the market for every starting pitcher available because this team has terrible relief pitching. Their starting pitching, I am a little skeptical about because Chris Sale's supposed to be the ace in this rotation, but he came off Tommy John surgery, which is a surgery that's known or injury that's known for pitchers to not come back nearly as good, even though there have been some other cases of that. But Matt Barnes, if he's your closer, you're in a really tough position as a team. And Alex Colome as the closer would be great on this Red Sox team. I think I predicted Alex Colome to go to the Mets, which I don't think is a necessarily bad prediction. I'm surprised the Mets aren't one of these 5 teams that are showing interest in Alex Colome. But this hitting, we know it's pretty much set. They could use a second baseman, but besides that, their hitting's pretty much set. And they just need some relief pitching. And I don't think this Alex Colome move would be the only move that they need to make. I think they would need to make another move for a starting pitcher, which I think Corey Kluber might be a perfect option there. And the bullpen, they still need 2 or 3 bullpen arms, if we're being honest. I don't think they're getting Liam Hendricks. That's just my personal opinion, though. Next, at number 4 on this list is the Houston Astros, which we know they need relief pitching. I think I predicted them to get Brandon Workman off the free agent market, which I don't think is a bad prediction. Obviously, Verlander, is he coming back in 2021? I don't think so, but maybe he is. But Ryan Presley as your biggest bullpen arm is really not good. That's really where they lost the ALCS. Like, they're a very good hitting team, but what their problem is they just did not have any relief pitching. Ryan Presley, and after that, it was just like, who is going to pitch for this team? And they need to definitely make some moves in the bullpen. But their starting pitching is looking pretty good, along with their hitting, and they just need to make some bullpen moves. And he would be a great fit. Ryan Presley in the 8th inning and Alex Colome in the 9th inning would be pretty dangerous, I would say. And obviously, the team he was on in 2020, the Chicago White Sox. Now, the White Sox, they've been rumored to be one of the favorites to possibly get Liam Hendricks off the free agent market. So if they get Liam Hendricks, I don't think they'll bring back Alex Colome too. But I could be wrong. But this bullpen right now looks absolutely terrible, with Evan Marshall being your best relief pitcher who signed for like $2 million. Now, I think Garrett Crotchet, who pitched in 2020 after just being drafted in 2020, could be a very good bullpen arm for this team in the 7th or 8th inning. I think he could be a really good bullpen arm. So that's a name to watch out for. But their bullpen is their main weakness. Obviously, they kind of feel their main weakness with Adam Eaton because Nomar Mazara was pretty terrible, if we're being honest, and I'm pretty sure he got non-tendered. So they need to make a move for maybe a Liam Hendricks or an Alex Colome. You're going to have to make a move for one of those, in my opinion. I think Liam Hendricks is more likely. So let's go ahead and look at the best fit for Alex Colome, which out of all these, I think the best fit for Alex Colome is going to be with the Boston Red Sox. The Red Sox, I don't see them bringing back Brandon Workman, and I think Alex Colome would be the perfect move for the Boston Red Sox. The Twins could get him. I think any of these teams could get him. If I was saying the least likely to get him would be the Chicago White Sox, but there's a possibility for any of these teams to get Alex Colome, who's been great with the Rays, Mariners, and White Sox. Watch out for a Alex Colome signing anytime soon, and I think the Red Sox are his best fit, and yeah, I think these other teams will sign another free agent. I predicted the Astros to sign Brandon Workman, which I think is pretty realistic, and I'm pretty sure I predicted the White Sox to sign Liam Hendricks, and the Nationals, I don't really know what they're doing right now. They just are so iffy. So, yeah, that's going to be the end of this video. 5 teams are showing interest in relief pitcher Alex Colome. So, yeah, that's what I had to talk about in today's video. So yeah, like, subscribe, turn on notifications. 68% of you that watch these videos are not subscribed. Get your life together. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, leave a like, and leave this video. Thank you for watching, and peace.